Jason from Nayoka Ball Pythons again, and we're here in my luxurious laundry room on one of my favorite days of the week. It's feeding day. Now, one of the most common questions I'm asked is, well, one, what method do I use? Do I feed live or frozen? And the answer to that is frozen. Reason being is, to be honest, it's just way easier for me to store 2 or 3 months worth of feeding in a freezer than it is for me to pick up rodents every week to feed my snakes. Another common question I'm asked is, how do I know what size rodent to feed my snake? And the rule of thumb I use is I look at the thickest part of my animal and I try to match it with a rodent that's about that same size and girth. So right here, this is a rat fuzzy. I have a few of those in this bucket, and something like this size I would feed to a hatchling. And in this bucket I also have some small rats, and these will be going to some of my grow up females. So what I do is I initially just thaw them out in hot water, and once they're thawed out, we'll come back and I'll show you what I do next. So all we have here are just, air conditioning came on. So all we have here is just the rats in some warm water, and I'll let it sit for about a half hour until they've thawed out completely. What I will do is squeeze the rat just to make sure that it doesn't feel cold in the center, because sometimes the surface of the rat will thaw but the organs will still be frozen. So I will give it a little feel just to make sure that it's thawed all the way through. Alright, we're back. Rats have thawed out, and what I've done is I've just drained all of the water. So the next step is to give them a blast of heat, because the rodents need to exude a heat signature for the snakes to strike. So what I'll do is I'll just run the hot water as hot as the tap will allow. This is as hot as the water comes out of the tap, and give them an extra blast of heat. And then we'll go off to the snake ruck. Okay, we have our rodents thawed, warmed up, and ready to go. So what I do is I'll grab the rodent, open the top, dangle the rodent, and boom. Very nice, strong, and healthy feeding response. And I'll just go along boom. Very nice. Oh, this guy's in shed, so I won't bother. I'll offer, but usually when they're in shed they won't take. Oh, this guy's a hungry belly. Usually in shed they won't take, but I will offer. You see, they shy away, but once they realize that it's a rodent, just dangle. Okay, we'll leave that in there. Hopefully she'll stop being so skittish and take it. There we go. And that's how I feed. Thank you. Just a quick tip. You saw that I dropped that rodent in that tub because the snake wasn't eating. What I find is a lot of times, there you go. Sometimes all it takes is just leaving the rodent in there with the snake because it's being skittish, and it'll come around and eat on its own. Just a quick tip. Another thing that you can do that I find works is putting a rodent in and then dangling once the snake gets the scent, and then dangling a second rodent, and sometimes it'll take that way. Just a quick tip for those finicky ball pythons.